Good evening and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to try to keep this quick, but I wanted to share a video. It's a WebEx interview that I watched, and I feel like it makes an extremely bullish case for Stellar, also probably Algorand, but I will link it in the description section below, and I'm just briefly tell you what it's about. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do your own research and make your own decisions. But this is a WebEx call with 5 people. 2 are moderators, and the other 3, they're just being interviewed and having a discussion about cryptocurrency, blockchain, and CBDCs. One of the people is Denell Dixon, the CEO of Stellar. The other guy is a guy by the name of Jim Kuna, who is in charge at the Fed of the CBDC project with MIT. So he primarily, I believe, works out of the Boston Federal Reserve. However, he is the head of the CBDC project for the entire Federal Reserve. And he's sitting here having a conversation with Denell Dixon, the CEO of Stellar, just talking about the use cases, the applicability, and how we can improve things through blockchain technology. So highly recommend you at least check this out just to get a feel. You don't have to watch the entire thing. It's like an hour long. The third guy, I believe his name is Josh Lipsky, but he worked for the IMF from 2017 to 2020, and now he went to go work for the Atlantic Council, which seems just more of like an NGO that does different types of lobbying across country to country for different types of, geopolitical issues. But very bullish case for Stellar, in my opinion. Now, the reason I added Algorand in this as well, and I'm sure that there's XRP is going to be used, and some of the other blockchains are going to be used as well. But Algorand, it says that the CBDC project is working with MIT, or the Fed is working with MIT for this specifically. And if you know anything about Algorand, you know that Silvio was at MIT, or he may still be at MIT, just part-time, or goes and does certain lectures. And Gary Gensler was at MIT teaching classes about blockchain, and there's just a lot of mutual connections in high places, I would say. And it blows my mind that the guy at the Fed that is in charge of the CBDC project is on a very small WebEx call with Denell Dixon, the CEO of Stellar. So you take into account that Stellar has already worked with the Ukrainian government, and they just signed into law their CBDC. They've been working with them for several years now. They have that partnership with IBM. On top of that, Stellar and Algorand and Ripple are all listed as partners on the World Economic Forum's website. I will share the link, and you can go look at it yourself. At the very bottom, it says our partners, and you'll click and you'll see Ripple. There's 5 of them: Ripple, Stellar, Algorand, Aave, and Chainlink. All 5 of those. So, which I'm invested in all of them except for XRP, which I would be if it was easier to buy on the exchanges that I use. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I got through that pretty quick, but yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. I know there's a lot of FUD going on about the infrastructure bill, which is going to drag on for however long, who knows. Probably, well, I'm not going to say that, but I'm sure the FUD's going to drag on. But when you see different things like this particular interview with the guy, I will say it one more time, at the Fed, in charge of the CBDC project, working with MIT on this, and you see them actually having a conversation with the CEO of Stellar. It sounds like they've had conversations before just by the general the flow of the conversation, but it makes me as bullish as I possibly could be. And who knows where the price of these tokens are going to go over time, especially considering that most of the price of the token is largely built out by the amount of liquidity flowing through the blockchain and or the amount of liquidity being staked in the network. And we're talking about the amount of money that's moved central bank to central bank, country to country, and just throughout the country domestically. I mean, I can't even really wrap my mind around, how much liquidity that would be and what it would actually do to the price of the token. So just wanted to put this out there, and yeah, feel free to watch the video in the comment section, in the description section below. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you everyone who has liked, shared, and subscribed. And that's all I got. Take care. Have a good night.